Welcome back, Flare community. I hope you're all well and having an incredible day as always. And yes, it is an incredible day because today, FAssets version 1.3 is now live on the Flare main net. This is absolutely huge news, and we're going to jump straight in here on this post here on the Flare official account saying that it is indeed now live. Minting FXRP equals 1 XRPL transaction, and this is specifically interesting towards exchanges. Reserve a destination tag once, and every mint after, it's just an XRP withdrawal. Works from any exchange: Binance, Kraken, OKX, Upbit, Bithumb, all of them. Billions of XRP are sitting on centralized exchanges. Flare Networks is the only chain that reaches them in one single step. Yes, version 1.3 of the FAsset protocol is particularly interesting because it removes the friction. Imagine holding XRP on an exchange and you want to withdraw directly to the Flare network. Well, now you can do that through this process, and that unlocks a lot of potential for anyone looking to earn a yield on their XRP. This is absolutely incredible, and what we're going to be doing is actually going over this article here which explains FAssets version 1.3 in detail. So let's jump straight in. FXRP has been mintable on Flare now for months, with more than 155 million FXRP minted to date. Version 1.3 aligns the minting path with how XRP already moves: destination tags, known addresses, wallets, custodians, exchange withdrawals. And just to give you an idea here, you have various addresses for buildings in the real world, right? You have home addresses, but you also have addresses for things like hotels. Now, the hotels are filled with many different rooms, and that is akin to the destination tag. So, of course, not all addresses have destination tags, but for exchanges, they have a destination tag for individual users. Now, Flare are actually using this technology to allow withdrawals from exchanges directly into the FAsset system, and this is where the power of FAssets version 1.3 really comes to light. With FAssets version 1.3, users no longer need to pick or coordinate with an individual agent. They send an XRP transaction on the XRP ledger, and the FAsset system routes the resulting FXRP based on a destination tag, a memo, or a Flare Smart account. This version of the protocol, FAssets, sits somewhere between version 1.2 and version 2. It pulls forward part of the V2 minting model, direct minting, tag-based routing, and tighter Flare Smart account integration, whilst leaving the redemption side collateral model in place. What scales XRP from here is distribution, reaching XRP holders through the surfaces they already trust. Version 1.3 is built for that, and it is live now on the Flare mainnet, following its earlier deployment on the Songbird network, which has been tested thoroughly over the past couple of weeks. So how does minting actually change? In earlier versions, minting FXRP meant selecting a specific agent and minting against that agent's available collateral. Capacity was gated by which agents had collateral available for minting. In version 1.3, a user initiates minting by sending a properly labeled XRP transaction on the XRP ledger to the FAsset system address. An executor relays the proof of that payment to Flare. Where the mint completes, there is no agent on the mint side anymore. So this is something very interesting to note. Let's talk about the 5 important improvements. We have a simpler user flow. Users no longer need to select an agent or complete a separate collateral reservation step before minting FXRP. essentially reducing friction. We have easier integration. Direct minting removes the separate collateral reservation transaction, reducing integration complexity and avoiding reservation-related minting timeouts. We also have a better exchange and custodial compatibility. Destination tags and memo-based routing align with infrastructure that already exists across the XRPL ecosystem. We also have flexible mint amount. Direct minting removes fixed lot constraints, where minimum fees mean very small mints may still be uneconomical. Finally, we have more scalable minting. Minting is no longer constrained by individual agent availability on the way in, while explicit controls govern how quickly volume can grow. So something to note here that this does not remove agents from the FAsset system. Agents remain essential on redemption, where the collateralized model continues to operate. Over-collateralization, collateral ratio monitoring, Flare data connector challenge proofs, graduated liquidation, and redemption side mechanics remain in place. So in plain terms, version 1.3 simplifies how XRP enters the system as FXRP, while preserving the redemption side safeguards FAssets already uses. So let's talk about destination tags here. Tag-based routing is the most consequential piece of the version 1.3 FAsset for distribution. Destination tags, as we explained earlier, are how XRP withdrawals from exchanges already work, how custodians already credit accounts, and how every XRPL wallet already labels deposits. A tag can be reserved on Flare and mapped to a Flare address. After that, an XRPL transaction with that tag mints FXRP straight to the mapped address. No agent selection required. XRPFi will not scale only on the back of new DeFi apps. It scales when routing of XRP capital into those apps stops being a separate flow and starts looking like standard XRPL transactions. Version 1.3 also supports memo-based routing and smart account integration for more advanced use cases. And of course, you can find all the technical details in the Flare Developer Hub. So if we scroll down just a little bit further, we're talking about mint side controls. Direct minting opens up the flow, so version 1.3 adds explicit breaks. Executor restrictions, proof use binding, hourly and daily mint caps, automatic delays on large mints, and a governance path to unblock delayed mints after review. The intent is simple: make minting easier to route and easier to distribute while keeping clear limits on how fast volume can grow, and you can find full parameters in the Developer Hub. Okay, here's the tagline: a distribution layer, not just a user experience upgrade. Version 1.3 is not just about making the existing mint flow nicer, it's about where FXRP can be minted from. For the user, once configured, a single XRPL transaction with a tag or memo can mint FXRP and route it directly into a yield position on Flare. This unlocks new possibilities for integrations, and this is where you may see operators and exchanges saying, if you want to just directly mint your XRP or withdraw your XRP and put it to work on the Flare network, you can do that. And we know that Uphold are especially interested in making this happen. Insert clip.
We're really excited to be working very closely with leaders in the XRP DeFi ecosystem. We're close partners with Flare. We're letting people easily move between the XRP ledger, the XRP they hold on Uphold, and the Flare network. Once their XRP has been moved to the Flare network, we're going to give users more ways to deploy that XRP, whether it's insurance protocols, borrowing and lending, and other innovative staking features that earn a yield on your XRP.
Wallets, exchanges, and custodians already route XRP through destination tags and known addresses every single day. Version 1.3 is the first version where that infrastructure connects directly to FAsset minting and deployment. An exchange withdrawal can become a mint path, and a custodian flow can do the same. Wallets and platforms that already support XRPL tags now have a clearer integration surface for FXRP. So this is directly plugging into what all of the exchanges already do. This functionality of withdrawing to specific destination tags already exists for many of these exchanges. XRPFi does not scale through more DeFi apps alone. It scales when the surfaces XRP holders already use can put them into productive on-chain positions without asking them to change tools. Version 1.3 is the first version of FAssets where that path exists. Extremely powerful stuff. And if we go here onto Flare Devs here, you can actually see the process of how this actually works. So we start here and we are connecting the wallet. This is going to be both the XRPL side and also the Flare side. And many people use obviously Bifrost here. So after connecting the wallet, you're going to see this interface. You've got your Flare address here. And what you can do is go to My Tags, click on Next, and basically confirm within the app your tag. So you're reserving a destination tag or a minting tag, as they call it here, on the Flare network. You can see this one is number 38, and you can add as many of these as you like. You've got the destination address there, and when you go to an exchange, these already have the interface where you can withdraw XRP to specific wallets with or addresses with tags. You just go ahead and fill in that detail and press continue. And this is the real power here, where you go from an exchange where there are billions of XRP sitting and withdraw that and bring that capital directly onto the Flare network. So if we go back here, you can see that we go onto the home page, and there's the transaction approved here on the Binance side, and there is the details, the address, the actual transaction link here, and it also included the destination tag, which is what was configured in the FAsset system. And you can see that's where it ended up. And if we go here to this page, this is the XRPFi page over on Flare Network. There is an abundance of opportunities coming for anyone that is interested in utilizing XRP to earn a yield. And yeah, I think we're just going to see more and more. In addition to that, if we go to the FAsset overview, we can see that the total value locked is just continuing to increase over time. This is absolutely incredible stuff. We can see 154 million FXRP has already been minted on Flare, and this is just continuing to go up and up and up as we're seeing more of these integrations. Finally, to summarize the potential of this video and just how important FAssets version 1.3 is, I want to bring you to this post by Amy talking about 14.25 billion XRP that is currently sitting on exchanges, and they can all come over to the Flare network now through this novel update, FAssets version 1.3. If we look here just on this, you can see that Upbit in South Korea, a very popular country for XRP holders, has over almost 5.5 billion XRP sitting on their exchange. Binance, another 2.37 billion. BitHump, we've got 1.82. Uphold with 1.64, and the list goes on. All of this XRP is sitting idle in the custody of exchanges, which is absolutely mind-blowing when you think that there is potential for having all of that come onto the Flare network and start earning yield. This really is an eye-opening update, and I'm certain that you will agree that we are in an absolutely incredible time as members of the Flare community, because things are really just starting to heat up. I would like to thank you all so much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you are yet to do so. Do have yourself an incredible day, and until next time, I'm out.
Mission Control, we have liftoff.